Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Financial Freedom Through Property. My name is Lawrence Bull. I'm the author of Financial Freedom Through Property. I'm also a property coach and an investor. I'm really excited to be going on this journey with you. So let's jump right in and get started with today's session. Okay, the six tricks to flipping a property. So here are just some of my insights. If this is a strategy that you like, if this is something you think you could do, these are the 6 tips. Please write them down. Number 1, buy at a big discount. I recommend that at least you should be looking for a 20 to 30% discount. If the market price is $1 million, you're buying at 700,000 or less. Okay, so always buy at a big discount because that's where you buy your profit. Number 2, do your due diligence, know your numbers. Okay, you need to be using your TPN and your Lightstone reports, and also using myapp.property app to analyze the deal and make sure that you're confident about your numbers, because this is, at the end of the day, it's a numbers game, and the numbers don't lie. I work with quite a few students, and they'll often tell me, but if we change this and if we change this, then maybe it works. When you start fudging the numbers to make the deal work, be very careful. Right? The deal either works or it doesn't, and if you're not using the numbers and you're not using the maths, you're going to make an emotional decision, and that's usually a bad financial decision. Structure it correctly to raise finance, and Nathan will talk about that just now. Force the appreciation through qualified renovations. So don't just put in a new kitchen if that's not going to force the value of the property to go up. Right? You need to understand what the market's looking for. For instance, if you're looking at maybe an area where older retired people are going to buy your property, you don't want to put a big garden in that property, because a retiree probably wants to just have something small to maintain. They want a small garden so that they can keep themselves busy, but not a big garden that's going to take a whole lot of time. Whereas if you're targeting an area where young families are, you probably do want to have a big garden and an entertainment area and a pool, because that's going to add value to the prospective buyers. Okay, so always make sure that the renovations you're doing have been qualified and are going to add value. Number 5, you need a successful team. You need a good quantity surveyor, you need a good builder, you need a good town planner, you need a good estate agent, you need a good attorney. You need these different power team members, that's what we call them, to make sure that you can leverage their time and their expertise to build a strong portfolio. And then number 6 is unlocking value. This is where you can either win or lose in the game. So here's an example of an investor who invested in I think it's Faramir. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. I think it's there by the east of Johannesburg. It's close to the Oliver Tambo Hotel, airport, and the hotel, I guess. The top left, you can see an outside photo of the property. And this is what the property looks like. Okay. First thing that I'm seeing here is bottom left, the bathroom is old. It's outdated. It's not necessarily a bad bathroom, but you can see that it hasn't been looked at after, or hasn't been renovated in a long time. Okay, so there's a potential opportunity here. This is the classic flip opportunity. Now, this is what the investor did. They took this and made it into that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is unlocking massive value. So here, the bathroom, which looked like a decent bathroom, but maybe a little bit outdated, look at how fresh and modern that looks. Put in new tiles, put in new finishes, made it look really sexy. This is sort of the lounge area, open planned it, new paint, let in the fresh light come in, put in parquet flooring, put in wooden flooring. Look at how beautiful that looks. Here is the bar entertainment area, open plan, creating some space, making it flow a little bit more. Look at how nice that kitchen also looks. Now instead, what they've done here is they've now changed their target market. They're now targeting maybe a young couple, a young professional, who's maybe got a bit of extra bucks to spend and they want to buy their first house together. They're going to walk into this kind of house and they're going to be willing to spend a little bit more than usual, because this is such a nicely renovated house. So ways to add value. Okay, how can you turn the left, which is run down, into the right, which is worth more? One of the ways is just adding new features. So changing the finishings of the lights, putting in a nicer tub, a nicer toilet, a nicer set of tiles, repainting the property, just essentially putting lipstick on a pig, making it prettier. Adding additional rooms, this is a great opportunity to add value to a property. Sometimes you can put a little granny flat at the back of the property. This is going to add value to a family who's got their granny living with them, or who's got some young teenagers who maybe want to live a little bit separately in a little house. Also great for student accommodation. If you've got 5 students that can stay in your property, why not create an extra 2 rooms? Put some more students in there and increase the rental that you're going to get on a monthly basis. Changing the zoning, I found that if you can go and buy a property near a university, buy it, hold it for a year, change the zoning, and then sell it to an investor, you can easily increase the value of the property to by 150,000 Rand, just by getting the right zoning, which makes it very attractive for an investor to buy it. Or a development company. Buy a property, zone it for commercial use, and sell it to a developer who's looking to purchase or develop a commercial building. Subdivide, maybe you're buying a very large property that's got a big piece of land. You can potentially subdivide, sell the piece of land off to an investor, or sell the house off and keep the land, or you can sell off both. But you buy one entity, you split them in half, and you sell them off individually, and you should be able to sell it for more. Or number 5, development, so buying a piece of land, putting up a block of flats, it depends where you are in your journey. That's probably not where you want to start. But all that I'm hoping to do is plant a seed on what kind of opportunities and options you have to add value and thus force the value of the property.
Thank you for watching another video on your step to financial freedom. Now, if you enjoyed this content and you're looking at what your next steps would be, well, firstly, go and look at my property investment coaching package. You can find that on lawrenceboole.com/coaching. I've put the URL there. It'll explain what the coaching package entails. Alternatively, please go and get a copy of my book. You can get it at any exclusive books, or you can follow that incredibly long link, which is lawrenceboole.com/product/financial-freedom-through-property. Finally, go get yourself registered with myapp.online, which is the app that I use every day to analyze deals. It basically is a set of inputs that you put in, and then it'll calculate your return on investment, your exit strategy, your 20-year cash flow projections, your return on equity, everything that you need to know. Until next time, happy investing.